Listen, that silence. It's the sound of a world you recognize. Gone. The hum of the refrigerator. Gone. The glow of the city lights. Vanished. All that's left is the cold. And it's coming for you. Before we confront this ancient enemy, take 1 second to secure your digital lifeline. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Consider it your first act of preparedness, because when the lines go dark, you won't have time to search for this information again. We take warmth for granted. A flick of a switch, a turn of a dial, a complex system of energy and engineering that we trust implicitly, until the day it breaks. And when it breaks, the real test begins. Most people prepare for hunger or for thirst. They forget that the cold is a faster, more silent killer. Throughout history, the cold has been more than just a season. It has been a weapon. The silent general in Napoleon's catastrophic retreat from Moscow, the frozen vice that halted Operation Barbarossa. It has shattered armies, toppled empires, and brought civilizations to their knees. A prolonged winter storm, a coordinated cyber attack on the grid, a critical fuel disruption. That's all it takes to turn any modern home into an icebox in less than 48 hours. Most Americans aren't ready for that scenario. They prepare for food shortages and supply chain breakdowns, but few think about how quickly hypothermia can set in, how decisively it can strip away strength, and how impossible decision-making becomes when your body starts shutting down. The fatal mistake most people make is thinking survival is about producing heat. The real battle is about preserving the heat you already have. To win this fight, you must understand the 3 ways your body loses its life-giving warmth. They are the invisible enemies you must defeat. First is conduction. Think of it as the direct thief. This happens when your body touches something colder than itself. The frozen ground, a concrete wall, even the chair you're sitting on. Your heat flows out of you relentlessly, like water into a dry sponge. It drains away fast. This is a battle you fight with insulation. Second is convection, the invisible river. This is heat loss through moving air or water. The wind that cuts through your jacket is literally stripping warmth from your skin, molecule by molecule. This is why a temperature of 32 degrees Fahrenheit feels lethally cold in a blizzard, and wet clothes are a death sentence. A damp layer of fabric robs heat from your skin 25 times faster than a dry one, turning your own clothing into an enemy. Third is radiation, the constant drain. Even in a perfectly still, insulated room, your body is always radiating heat outward in the form of infrared energy, like the faint glow from a cooling ember. Invisible, but steady, and over time, just as deadly. Together, these 3 mechanisms are working against you every second you're exposed. Left unchecked, they pull warmth out of your body faster than you can replace it. But every single one can be defeated with knowledge and strategy. Your mission is simple, but strategic. We will build a fortress of warmth, starting with your home. First, shrink the space you need to heat. Forget trying to warm the whole house. Choose one small interior room, a bedroom, a walk-in closet, a bathroom, preferably one with few or no windows and shared walls with other rooms. This will be your thermal fortress. Seal it like a winter survival tent. Block the door gap with towels or blankets. Cover the windows tightly with heavy curtains, more blankets, or even plastic sheeting secured with duct tape. This single act dramatically slows down heat loss from both convection and radiation. If you want to level up, hang another heavy curtain in the hallway outside your chosen room to create a makeshift airlock. This is how you defeat the stack effect, where warm air naturally rises and escapes through high depths, while cold air seeps in low. Block those pathways and you slow the heat loss dramatically. Next, insulate yourself from the ground. Floors and walls are silent thieves of heat through conduction, so build soft barriers wherever you plan to sit or sleep. Lay down rugs, mattresses, even layers of cardboard or folded blankets to create a buffer. Never lie directly on the floor. Use furniture like bookshelves or wardrobes against exterior walls to add mass and slow thermal transfer. But your home is only your first line of defense. The ultimate shelter is what you wear. You must master the art of layering, a system we call the layering pyramid. Think of it as your personal armor against the cold.
At the bottom of the pyramid is your base layer. This is the layer touching your skin. Its only job is to wick moisture away. Synthetic materials like polyester or merino wool are ideal. Avoid cotton at all costs. Survivalists have a saying for a reason: cotton kills. It absorbs sweat, loses all insulating properties, and actively pulls heat from your body. Next is your mid layer. This is your insulation. Its job is to trap warm air. This is where you use materials with loft, like fleece, down, or wool. Multiple thin layers are far more effective than one single thick layer, as they trap more air. At the top of the pyramid is your shell layer. This is your shield against the elements. It must be windproof and waterproof. This layer defeats convection by stopping the wind, and it keeps your insulating layers dry. A simple rain poncho can be a life-saving shell layer. Don't forget the 4 critical points of heat loss: your head, your hands, your neck, and your feet. You can lose up to 50% of your body heat through an uncovered head. Wear a hat. Use a scarf to protect your neck. Keep hands gloved and insulate your boots from the ground with extra socks or even plastic bags if necessary. Even with a perfectly defended body, the cold's most dangerous weapon is what it does to your mind. As your core temperature drops, apathy sets in. Your brain, desperate to conserve energy, tells you to stop moving, to stop thinking, to simply rest. This is the siren song of hypothermia. Some victims are even found having removed their clothes in the final stages, a phenomenon known as paradoxical undressing, as their freezing brain becomes confused and sends false signals of being hot. Your mind betrays you. This is why routine is vital. Create a checklist, practice it, rehearse your actions mentally. When stress and cold cloud your judgment, your training takes over. Staying mentally active is just as important as staying physically active. Talk out loud, review your next steps, or even set small time-based tasks to keep your brain engaged. A clear goal, reaching a shelter, checking on someone, gives your mind a direction to follow when clarity fades. Fuel is another overlooked part of the equation. Your body needs energy to create heat, and regular, high-calorie food is like wood for a fire. Small, frequent meals keep that fire burning steadily. Fats are your friend here. Nuts, chocolate, and oils provide more calories by weight than carbs or proteins. Hydration is just as crucial. Dehydration reduces circulation, slows metabolism, and weakens your heat production. A well-fed, well-hydrated body runs hotter and lasts longer. Now, let's talk about the outside world. If a blackout catches you on the road, your vehicle isn't just transportation anymore. It's potentially your most effective survival capsule. Think of the cabin as the warm room you built back home. Stay inside. Block any draft you feel with spare clothing or floor mats. Remember, proximity is power. Huddle close with others if you're not alone. Shared body heat can raise the cabin temperature several degrees. If you need to run the engine for heat, do it strategically, 10 to 15 minutes every hour. But always check that the exhaust pipe is clear of snow first. Carbon monoxide is odorless, invisible, and fatal. Idling in an enclosed space is a deadly mistake. Signal for help by tying a bright cloth to your antenna, and resist the urge to walk away unless you are absolutely certain rescue is within sight. A vehicle is much easier to find than a person on foot. This is why your vehicle needs its own winter survival kit. Thermal blankets, a sleeping bag rated for sub-zero conditions, extra layers of clothing, chemical hand warmers, calorie-dense food, and a small folding shovel. These aren't luxuries, they are necessities. Surviving outside a vehicle is harder but not impossible. The ground is your biggest enemy. Always place an insulating barrier between you and the earth. Build a simple windbreak. Curl into a compact position to conserve warmth. Movement generates heat, but it also burns precious energy and risks sweating. The goal is controlled effort. Enough to warm muscles, not enough to soak your clothes. The cold is patient. It doesn't break you suddenly. It erodes your ability to resist, one small decision at a time. It's waiting for you to make a mistake. Every careless move, every drop of sweat, every unnecessary step gives it an opening. Your mission is to deny it those chances. In a world where comfort is an illusion, knowledge is the ultimate insulator. Understanding these principles is not paranoia, it's the foundation of real resilience. The most powerful warmth is not the fire you light in a crisis, but the heat you never let escape in the first place. Through preparation, discipline, and strategy, you turn one of nature's oldest threats into something you can manage, even outsmart. And that is what real resilience looks like. What is the single most critical item in your winter survival kit? The one thing you believe could make all the difference. Share it in the comments below. Your strategy could save a life. And if you want to continue turning chaos into a manageable plan, join the Survival Brief. Subscribe and prepare for what's next. Stay ready, stay alive.